Why are we here? What is the purpose of our existence? These are the grand questions, the inquiries that have sparked the fires of curiosity within the minds of philosophers, scholars, and spiritual seekers for centuries. These are the questions that have shaped civilizations, fueled scientific discoveries, and inspired the most profound pieces of art, literature, and music. They are the questions that have led to the birth of religions and philosophies, the creation of societies and cultures, and the search for meaning and purpose in the vast universe we inhabit. As we embark on this journey to explore these monumental questions, we will delve into the wisdom of ancient scriptures and the insights of contemporary philosophy. From the Quran and the Bible to the Upanishads, Vedas, and Tao Te Ching, we will seek answers that resonate with our souls and shed light on the purpose of our existence. We will explore the notion that our existence is not a mere coincidence or random chance, but rather a divine plan, a cosmic orchestration of events leading to this very moment. Each of us, intricately woven into the fabric of the universe, each of us carrying a unique purpose, a unique contribution to the grand symphony of life. Our exploration will not stop at spirituality alone. We will also delve into the realm of science and philosophy, exploring theories and ideas that seek to explain our existence from a rational perspective. From the Big Bang Theory to the concept of evolution, from existentialism to humanism, we will examine the many facets of human existence and the purpose that drives us all. In this grand quest for understanding, we invite you to open your hearts and minds, to question, to ponder, and to seek, for it is in the seeking that we find, and in the questioning that we understand. So let us embark on this journey together, traversing the vast landscapes of wisdom and knowledge in search of answers to the grand question, why are we here? Dive with us on this journey to uncover the purpose of our existence from the perspective of different scriptures and philosophical texts. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, has a unique perspective on our existence. It speaks of a grand divine tapestry woven with purpose, in which each thread, each life, has its intended place and purpose. The Quran asserts that there is no randomness in our existence, no mere chance. Instead, it emphasizes that we are all part of Allah's, or God's, intricate design. Every facet of our life, every challenge, every joy, every sorrow, is a thread in this divine tapestry, meticulously planned and purposefully placed. The Quran's perspective on self-acceptance is deeply rooted in this understanding. It teaches that accepting oneself is not just about embracing our strengths and weaknesses, but also about recognizing our place in the divine plan. We are not here by accident. We are here because we have a role to play in this universal design. In the Quran, the purpose of life is to acknowledge and serve Allah. It is said in Surah Dariyat, "And I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me." This worship is not just about rituals and prayers, but also about fulfilling our divine purpose, about being the best version of ourselves, about contributing positively to the world around us. The Quran encourages us to see our existence as a journey towards self-realization, a journey towards understanding our place in the grand scheme of things. It invites us to step out of the chaos of life and see the bigger picture, to see the divine orchestration behind our existence. So, from the Quran's point of view, accepting oneself is intertwined with recognizing and embracing this divine purpose. It is about acknowledging that we are part of something much bigger than ourselves, something profoundly meaningful and purposeful. In the Quranic view, our existence is not accidental, but a part of a divine plan. The Bible, the central religious text of Christianity too, has profound insights into our existence. It begins with the book of Genesis, where we encounter God as the creator of the universe and everything within it. This is not a random act, but a deliberate one, meticulously planned and executed with precision. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, Genesis tells us, setting the stage for a universe that is not a product of chance, but of divine will. The Bible goes further to emphasize the uniqueness of human beings in this grand design. Genesis 1:27 states, "So God created mankind in his own image, in the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them." This scripture underscores the belief that each person is not an accident, but a purposeful creation, formed in the likeness of the Creator himself. In the New Testament, this theme of purposeful creation continues. In Ephesians 2:10, we read, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." This verse reaffirms the notion that each of us is here with a defined purpose, a specific destiny to fulfill. The Bible also emphasizes the value and worth of each individual. In the book of Psalms, for example, Psalm 139:14 declares, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well." This verse speaks to the idea that each of us, in our own unique way, is wonderfully made, and there is a divine reason for our existence. In the Bible, we find an affirmation of the belief in a purposeful creation. It presents the view that our existence is not a product of mere chance or random selection. Rather, we are here because we were intended to be here, each with a unique purpose to fulfill. The Bible presents our existence as a meaningful and purposeful creation. The ancient Indian texts, the Upanishads and the Vedas, present a different view. These sacred scriptures from the Indian subcontinent offer a profound understanding of existence that transcends time and space. They speak of a cyclical nature of life, a perpetual dance of creation, preservation, and dissolution. Delving into these texts, we find a unique perspective. The Upanishads and Vedas suggest that our existence is not a random event or a product of mere chance. Instead, they propose that we are part of a grand cosmic cycle, repeating and evolving over countless eons. The Upanishads, often regarded as the philosophical heart of the Vedas, delve deeper into the nature of the individual self, or Atman. They propose that this Atman is not separate, but is in fact a part of the universal consciousness, the Brahman. This concept, known as Advaita or non-duality, asserts that there is no separation between us and the universe, that we are all interconnected and interdependent. This belief in the unity of existence motivates the pursuit of self-realization. The Upanishads and Vedas teach that the ultimate goal of life is to realize this fundamental truth, to understand that the self is not an isolated entity, but a part of the cosmic whole. This journey towards self-realization is seen as a process of peeling away layers of ignorance, like peeling an onion until we reach the core, the divine self within. The Vedas, in particular, emphasize the importance of living in harmony with the natural world and the wider universe. They teach us to see ourselves not as separate beings, but as integral parts of the cosmic dance. In doing so, they encourage us to embrace our existence, to accept ourselves as we are, and to strive towards realizing our true nature. In the Indian spiritual tradition, our existence is seen as a journey towards self-realization. This journey, like the cyclical nature of existence itself, is an ongoing process, a path that each one of us is destined to walk. As we traverse this path, we learn to accept ourselves, to embrace the divinity within, and to realize our interconnectedness with the universe. The Tao Te Ching, the fundamental text of Taoism, offers a different perspective. This ancient Chinese wisdom text, attributed to Lao Tzu, provides a unique lens through which we can understand our existence and self-acceptance. The Tao Te Ching doesn't view life as a series of random events or mere happenstance. Instead, it teaches us that life is a dance, a delicate interplay between various forces. It emphasizes the concept of living in harmony with the Tao, or the natural way of the universe. This concept, often referred to as Wu Wei, can be roughly translated to effortless action or flowing with life. This Taoist philosophy encourages us to align ourselves with the natural ebb and flow of life, rather than opposing it. This is not a call to inaction, but rather a call to mindful and harmonious action. It's about understanding and acknowledging that we are part of a greater whole, a cosmic dance of energy and matter. When it comes to self-acceptance, the Tao Te Ching teaches us to embrace ourselves as we are, warts and all. It encourages us to accept our flaws and imperfections, not as defects to be corrected, but as integral parts of our unique selves. This is embodied in the Taoist concept of Ziran, which translates to self-so or naturally so. The Tao Te Ching also emphasizes the importance of humility and modesty. It reminds us that even though we are unique and special, we are no more or less important than any other part of the universe. It teaches us that arrogance and self-importance are barriers to self-acceptance and living in harmony with the Tao. So, from the Taoist perspective, Self-acceptance isn't about striving for perfection or attempting to mold ourselves into an ideal image. It's about embracing our natural selves, flowing with life, and recognizing our place in the grand scheme of things. From the Taoist perspective, we exist to live in harmony with the natural flow of the universe. Philosophy and science too have their views on the purpose of our existence. Existentialism, a philosophical school of thought born in the 19th century, asserts that life has no inherent meaning or purpose. It's up to each of us to give it meaning, to create our own purpose. This philosophy encourages us to embrace the freedom to carve our own paths, to determine our own destiny. Science, on the other hand, doesn't necessarily speak to purpose, but it does offer some fascinating insights on existence. The anthropic principle, for instance, posits that the universe is the way it is, because if it were any different, we wouldn't be here to observe it. It's a mind-bending idea that suggests our very existence is intertwined with the fundamental laws and constants of the universe. Then there's evolution, the cornerstone of biological science. It suggests we're here not by divine design, but by natural selection, the process that favors traits beneficial for survival and reproduction. But even within this framework, there's room for individuality. Each species, each individual, is a unique combination of genetic material shaped by countless generations of ancestors and the environments they lived in. And let's not forget the field of quantum mechanics, with its wave-particle duality and superposition. These concepts challenge our intuitive understanding of reality, suggesting that, at the most fundamental level, the universe is not as deterministic as we might think. Perhaps there's room for chance, for randomness, for choice. As we delve into these philosophical and scientific perspectives, it becomes clear that the question of purpose is not one with a single definitive answer. Instead, it's a question that invites exploration, introspection, and personal interpretation. It challenges us to grapple with the mysteries of existence, to ponder the interplay of chance and design, freedom and determinism. Philosophy and science challenge us to find our own purpose in a universe that may not have one. But perhaps in that challenge we find the truest sense of purpose, to seek, to question, to learn, and to grow. Have you ever wondered about the sheer improbability of your existence? The likelihood of us being here at this moment, conscious and capable of pondering our own existence, is almost too staggering to comprehend. Let's take a moment to consider the statistical odds and the unique conditions required for life. To start, let's consider the odds of your parents meeting. Given the billions of people on Earth, the chances are already slim. Then, consider the likelihood of them staying together long enough to have children. Factor in the probability of the right egg meeting the right sperm, and the odds of you being born are already astronomically low. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. What about the countless generations that came before your parents? Each one of those meetings, each successful pairing was equally unlikely, and yet, here you are, a product of billions of years of successful unlikely pairings, and that's just on the human scale. What about the conditions necessary for life itself? Our Earth sits in a Goldilocks zone, not too hot, not too cold, but just right for life as we know it to exist. The chances of a planet falling into such a zone, orbiting a stable star with just the right ingredients for life, are so low that it boggles the mind. Furthermore, consider the universe itself. Scientists estimate that there are around 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe, each containing billions of stars. The chances of life existing, not just in the universe, but on our tiny blue planet, are so infinitesimally small that they're almost impossible to fully comprehend. The universe had to be perfectly fine-tuned for life to exist. Even the slightest deviation in the laws of physics as we know them could have made life impossible. Yet, against all odds, here we are. The odds of our existence are so staggeringly low that it's a wonder we're here at all. But here we are, living, breathing, thinking, existing. Perhaps it's not by chance, but by some grand cosmic design. So, what do these various perspectives tell us about the purpose of our existence? Our journey across scriptures, philosophy, and science has led us to a common thread of understanding. Each source, in its unique way, posits that we are no mere accidents. The Quran imbues us with the belief that every individual has a purpose ordained by a higher power. The Bible echoes this sentiment, emphasizing the divine plan within which we all have a role. From the East, the Upanishads and Vedas propose that we are not just physical beings, but spiritual entities on a journey of self-realization. The Tao Te Ching speaks to this as well, suggesting that our existence is part of the natural flow of the universe, and we must align ourselves with this Tao, this way, to find our true purpose. Philosophy and science, while differing in approach, also converge on the idea that our existence is far from random. Philosophers ponder the meaning of life and encourage us to create our own purpose, while science marvels at the sheer improbability of our existence, reminding us of our extraordinary luck to be here. The unlikely probability of our existence, as explored, underscores the preciousness of life. We've seen that our birth isn't a game of cosmic dice, but a synchrony of countless variables falling into place. In essence, these varied perspectives all point to the same truth. Our existence is not a fluke, but a remarkable, purposeful event. The nuances of this purpose may vary across cultures, religions, and personal beliefs, but the core message remains the same. We matter. We have a role to play in this grand cosmic theatre, and it's up to us to embrace this role, to seek out our purpose, and to live our lives to the fullest. Regardless of our beliefs, we can all agree that our existence is a remarkable and precious gift. What we do with it is up to us.